Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back with the next part of our Learning C# tutorial series, and today what we're going to do is go ahead and change a little bit of this framework and then get our GUI system up and running, hopefully. Maybe not the final GUI system, but at least a start to where we're going to be. So what we're going to do is, where we have our public mission here, we're going to change it to a mission array. Oh, gotta turn my keyboard on. Mission array, and we're going to call it missions, and then we'll just go ahead and here plug in missions sub 0. So the first mission, turn it on just for testing purposes. Eventually in here we're going to turn on stuff that should be turned on based on how many we've completed, and then in here what we want to do is actually that's it. Now what we can do is on our void on GUI, we'll do if current mission equals null, return. So if we don't have a current mission, then don't draw any GUI, which means that at the beginning when we haven't clicked on anything, that's when we have nothing. And also what we want to do is else current mission equals null. So if we click somewhere that does not have a mission component, then turn our current mission to nothing and then stop drawing the GUI. Alrighty, then in here, let's draw it on the right side of the screen. So we'll do a GUI Layout dot begin area, new rect, and we'll do screen dot width minus 200. We'll do screen dot height divided by 2. We'll do 190 for the width, and then we'll do we'll do 400 for the height. See how that looks. I'm not entirely sure. GUI layout dot end area below here. And one other thing, just to center this, what I wanted to do is we're going to do this minus 200. Because this is the top, we want it to be half of the height plus the middle of the screen. So it's going to be screen.width, so in the middle, and then since it's going to be drawing 400 pixels down from this point, we want to go up 200 pixels, so we'll do minus 200. Alrighty, then in here what we'll do is a GUI layout dot label, and we'll do the current mission dot name. We'll do the GUI layout, GUI layout dot label for the current mission dot description, and then in here we'll do an if GUI layout dot button, and then in here we'll just do start mission, and then we'll go ahead and implement this in a minute. Now one more thing I want to do before this actually is a GUI layout dot begin vertical, and then obviously down here we need to do a GUI layout dot end vertical. And what this means is that all the GUI layout elements that we've drawn, after we finish drawing one, the next one draw the next one below it. So it'll draw the name, then the description, then a button saying start mission. Alrighty, let's go ahead and give it a go. So now you'll notice we have a new missions component, or variable. Let's change our size to 1 and drag in our standard mission. We'll hit play. You can click on him, and we now have this GUI box over here. You'll notice the text is white and it's kind of hard to see. We'll do something about that before the video is over, don't worry. And if we click somewhere else, okay, well, It's not working exactly the way we think it was because we're clicking otherwise, and the GUI is not going away. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and fix that, and go ahead and fix our the GUI color. Alrighty, so first thing I want to do is in here we need to do another else statement. Current mission equals null, because what this is saying is if we hit something, but it is not a mission, then cancel the current mission. Cancel the current mission. But also, if we don't hit anything at all, we still need to cancel the current mission. So now that should fix the turning off problem. And then in here, now we can do a GUI.color, which will just change the color of everything being drawn. But a better way of doing this actually is with using GUI styles. So we'll do style, style, style. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and make this a serialized variable. We'll make a public GUI style called style. And now all of these elements in here will now use the style that we've defined in the inspector. Okay, we have this new style here, and there's a lot of stuff in here that we don't necessarily need to cover all of it. But I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick rundown. So these are just states. If your mouse is normally, this is what it's doing normally. If you're hovering on it, if you're clicking on it, focused on it, this is the one frame when you're doing all this stuff. The border stuff, most of the stuff is pretty self-explanatory. You can toy around it for now. But what I want to do is change the font size to 20. We'll do bold. Alignment will be middle center. And then if we don't have any fonts in here except for the default Arial, but if we wanted to, we could go ahead and import other ones. For now, we'll just keep it Arial because there's nothing else for us to do. Alright, so we have training, we have test, and we have start mission. And then we clicked on it, and nothing happened because we didn't say anything to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and click on them again. You'll notice because we use this new GUI style, we no longer have the box around it. So what we want to do is well, there's a few things I want to do. First, we want to implement some spacing so it looks a little better, and then maybe make the name bold, the description smaller, and then this obviously we want it to be a button. So the best way of doing this, instead of trying to toy around with it programmatically, we're just going to go ahead and make 3 different styles. So we'll call the first one, we're going to call it title's fine, title style. And I'm going to copy this guy twice more, and we're going to call him desk style, and then I'm gonna do something a little fancy for the button. So in here we'll go ahead and change it to our desk style, and here we'll change them to the title style, and then here we're gonna go ahead and create a new GUI style at runtime. We'll do GUI style equals where is he? The GUI dot skin dot get style. I think it's lowercase button. I hope it is. It's not. I'll look it up real quick and then get back to you guys. And then I'm also going to go ahead and do style dot text or dot font size rather equals I think it was 30. Let's go ahead and check. And it just went away. Okay, I think it was 30, so we'll leave it at that. What we can do is do a title style dot font size, like that. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and look that up real quick. So hold on 1 second. Okay, it's capital B button, like that. Okay, and so let's go ahead and test this out. So for our title style, we need to go ahead and make the font size 30. We'll make it bold, middle center. For the description style, we're going to go ahead and make this 20 normal, and then the alignment we'll do, we'll still do middle center. Okay, let's hit save and run. If we click on this guy, and one more thing we need to do is, let's toy with this a little bit. Let's make this the size something more like 25. Okay. The description will make it something like 15. Yeah, that looks good. And then this we want to turn it to black. So it was 15 for him. 20. And then in here we're also going to go ahead and do style dot normal dot text color equals color dot black. Okay. And now we've got our training, our test, and we can click on the button. Oh, and I also said I wanted to put in some spacing. So this is something real small, but we'll just do it in between the description and the button. We'll do GUI Layout dot space 10. Okay. So I'll go ahead and in the next video we'll go ahead and actually implement level loading.